shoulder, Marlon.
Must be, yeah. Very good.
Must be the parents.
It looks, I can't see the whole thing or what the.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Fifes and Drums of Yorktown, a volunteer organization of children between the ages of 10 and 18. And today we'll be playing to you a short performance in celebration of Yorktown Day, which is in 3 days, which celebrates the surrender of British at Yorktown and the victory of American independence. Thank you.
Just safe to take a picture now. Everybody's walking in front of you. Welcome home. I'm sure many of you have questions about the instruments you see us playing. So to talk to you about the 18th century fife, I'd like to bring forward Sergeant Fifer Maxine Hillard.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Maxine Hillard, and I am a Sergeant Fifer here at the Fifes and Drums of Yorktown. And today I'd like to tell you a little bit about the 18th century wooden fife. Fifes were traditionally made from a hollow wooden shell about 16 to 17 inches in length with a series of 7 holes drilled into it, 6 for the fingers and 1 for the mouth. There's a cork installed in the end nearest to the mouth hole so that when you blow across it, the cork forces the air down the tube in a spiral-like motion, thus producing sound. Now you can change the pitch of that sound by changing the placement of your fingers on the finger hole. Even though the fife is a relatively simple instrument, it is still capable of achieving up to 3 full octaves, which I would now like to demonstrate. Thank you.
Now the tune we are about to play for you is known as Chester. Now does anybody know why this is significant to the colony system? You're correct, sir. It is George Washington's favorite tune, and he often had it played by his pipers. Chester! Music, attention! Now to talk to you about the 18th century rope tension snare drum, I'd like to bring forward drummer Ben Getz.
Once again, my name is Ben Getz, and I'm a drummer here with the Fifes and Drums of Yorktown. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the 18th century rope tension snare drum. The snare drum consists of a hollow shell made from wood. On either end of the shell are these two red wooden hoops connected by about 40 feet of rope, and these are leather ears. By moving these ears up and down, we can change the pitch and the tension of the drum head. The heads are usually made of calfskin, but we use synthetics. The top head is called the batter head. This is the one we play on. The bottom head is called the snare head. It gets its name from these cords you can see running across the bottom called snares. When the drum is played, these snares rattle and give the drum a crisp sound that can be heard all across the battlefield. When these snares were loosened, the drum had a deeper, mellower sound. It was used this way at more somber occasions, such as funerals or executions. Now on the drum, we play rudiments, such as the flam, the rough, paradiddle, and the double stroke roll. When you put these rudiments together, you get a simple beat. Thank you.
Music, attention! Randy Boy.
for fight. Attention. Fight. Up. Right. Now that just about concludes our performance here today, but before we go, I would like to talk to you about two very important tunes we have here in Yorktown. The first being Yankee Doodle, and the second being The World Turned Upside Down. Now, Yankee Doodle, as you all know, was originally written by the British to mock the American colonists. Yankee referring to the colonists themselves, and Doodle calling them dumb, foolish farmers. They added further insult by saying we rode around on a pony and stuck a feather on our head and called it macaroni. Now, the pony is neither a strong nor sturdy workhorse, and no real man would want to be seen riding upon it. And this feather they were referring to is called a cockade. It's this brightly colored patch of cloth in our hat. And macaroni referred to the style or fashion of the day, such as powdered wigs, silk frills, and long flowing dresses. Now, the colonists went on to adopt this tune as a mark of national honor, and added verses praising George Washington and defaming the British. It is rumored that at the surrender, the British refused to look at the American colonists. So General Lafayette ordered the French drums to strike up Yankee Doodle as a rebuttal. The second tune, The World Turned Upside Down, was rumored to be played by the British as they marched to surrender. Now, this is only rumored because it was written by one man 40 years after the fact, but there are a couple supporting details. The first being that the terms of surrender stated you had to play a tune of British or German origin, and The World Turned Upside Down was in fact of British origin. And if you think about it, on October 19, 1781, the British were defeated by a motley crew of dumb, foolish farmers. Thank you. Attention! Yankee World!